This is a quick preview from the final video in our Direct Dye Hair Color series. This is video 5 of 5 videos. In this session, we'll reveal the final silver blonde hair color. We finish with a flat iron curve to smooth and polish the cuticle layers. We'll begin by showing you side-by-side comparisons. The screen on the left is the silver blonde hair color toner being applied. The screen on the right is the completed hair color toner application. The silver blonde hair color is so cool and so hot at the same time. What's most important is that the new silver blonde hair color is completely healthy and strong, and the hair has its integrity. If you've watched the other 4 videos in this series, that you'll know that we're at week 17, and in this session we removed the artificial dye molecules, the direct dye pigments from her hair, and then we gave her a new growth root touch-up with the bleach. And now in this session we're showing you how we applied, we're giving you a quick glimpse of how we applied the silver blonde toner. All throughout this direct dye hair color series, we discussed how direct dyes, semi-permanent dyes, temporary dyes, they sit on top of the hair. They sit on the cuticle layer. And because of that, they are extremely fragile and easy to change. That's why it was so easy for us to evolve her hair color over these 17 weeks and end up with this silver blonde and her hair still healthy. You can buy the complete silver blonde hair color video from our website at beautywellnesshaircare.com. It includes from start to finish the prepping the hair for the bleach touch-up, the application and the formulation of the toner, as well as the timing, the shampoo sessions, the rebonding products. We get into all of the brands we've used, as well as the timing. All of that's included in the video. Let's get into this flat iron curve finish. Flat irons were created to smooth and polish the cuticle layer. If you can get some curl out of a flat iron, then that's an extra bonus. They were meant to smooth and polish, and the most we should expect is to get a curve. Now, this model's hair was wrapped and dried under an ionic hood dryer, and what we're doing with the flat iron is going in and reinforcing the style pattern that the hydrogen bonds were already dried into. The hairstyle is determined by the hair cut and the control of the hair texture. And that texture control can be temporary or it can be permanent. So what we're going in with now with the flat iron after wrapping the hair is we're temporary rearranging hydrogen bonds. We're breaking them and resetting the hydrogen bonds into the new state. And since the hair was dried in this form, in this shape, we're simply using the flat iron to smooth and polish the cuticle layer. We're making sure the hair is shiny and that it's even and that it resists humidity. We're making sure the cuticle layer is smooth. That's why you see this incredible shine, is because the hair is healthy. The cuticle layer was normalized and sealed, and now we're smoothing and polishing it with the flat iron. What's most important is you don't see any heat, okay? Every time you see heat coming out of the hair after a flat iron, what's happening is you're burning off the endo and exo cuticle layers. You're exposing the raw cortex layer, and that leads to dryness, frizzy, porosity, and breakage. On fine, thin, colored, processed, relaxed hair, I would only recommend ceramic flat irons. Now, ceramic flat irons, they cost a lot more, but they also last longer. The plates heat up evenly. The heat is higher. It's easier to control. And with ceramic plates, they simply protect our hair better. Ceramic is a better material for diffusing heat. So it will distribute the heat over the plates of the flat iron evenly, so there are no hot or cold spots along the flat iron plates when you use them. And with ceramic plates, they glide through the hair. There are no snags, there are no tears. Now, if you can afford it, you want to get a ceramic plated flat iron that has a tourmaline finish. And what tourmaline is, it's a gemstone that produces negative ions, okay? You know, I'm always talking about the ions because what we're doing is we're affecting the bonds within the hair. And many of those bonds are ionic bonds. So this tourmaline gemstone finish produces negative ions, neutralizing the positive ions, and those are the ions that cause frizz. I'm going to say that one more time. It's the positive ions that cause your hair to frizz. And it's the high heat from cheap flat irons that cause your hair to burn and break. A master stylist will have many flat irons. There are flat irons for treatments. There are flat irons for smoothing. There are flat irons for edges. There are flat irons for keratin touch-ups. I have certain flat irons that I use for high lift blondes and other flat irons that I use for virgin textured hair. For big virgin textured hair, I use flat irons with titanium plates. They are best for coarse and thick hair that has no chemicals on it. Look at that design line. Look at that cut. Okay, that is chiseled around the ear, and we are in the process of editing the haircut video that shows you the technique to use the razor, just the razor, to chisel around the ear so that it will fall perfectly like this silver blonde hair color. I don't even know what the name of this haircut is. If anybody, it's classic, right? It's not a pixie. It's too long for a pixie. So if anybody knows what the name of this haircut is, please put it in the comments. So now we've just applied some Nourishing Lipid Serum to her hair, which is completely weightless. It is instantly absorbed and it helps prevent frizziness as well. The Nourishing Lipid Serum is anti-humectant. I don't know how we let them convince us that our hair needs moisture, because every time my hair gets around moisture, it gets messed up. I don't care if it's the rain, the steam from the shower, when I perspire, working out. Moisture is not a textured girl's friend. We do not need moisture. What textured hair needs is nourishment. It needs natural, organic nutrients. Just like we feed our skin, we need to feed our hair and scalp so that it is healthy and supple and smooth and shiny. It doesn't matter if it's silky straight or super kinky. We want it to be shiny, we want it to be smooth, and we want it to be beautiful. Just like this. This is week 17 of our direct dye hair color series. We have been documenting her hair every week for 17 weeks. Throughout that process, we started out with a bleach touch-up. We applied 3 direct dye hair colors. We went in with one of the colors to do a root touch-up, and then eventually we used the same color to do a root to ends peacock blue color. Can you believe this hair was peacock blue just 4 weeks ago? And the peacock blue, it was a direct dye, and their dye molecules are large. They sit on the cuticle layer and they fade fast. We used a artificial dye molecule remover to eat up all of those direct dyes, and they came off of the hair within 30 minutes with no bleach. Then we went in with a root bleach touch-up again, and after we finished the root bleach touch-up, we toned her to this sophisticated summer white hot icy silver blonde hair color. The elasticity is there, it is shiny, the cuticle is intact and it's smooth. We use heat to smooth and polish. We use less than 300 degrees. I want to focus on that because pizzas cook at 450 degrees. Chickens bake at 450 degrees, okay? bread bakes at 425 degrees. So when you're applying heat to your client's hair, I want you to remember that pizza cooks at 450 degrees. So do you really want to cook your client's hair at 450 degrees? Come visit us at beautywellnesshaircare.com. Buy the silver blonde hair color video, and within the video we will explain the types of flat irons you should use for high lift hair color, and specifically what temperatures you should use. Thanks for watching. Click the thumbs up button if you find our content helpful. Subscribe and click the bell, because our next video is how we use the razor to chisel around her ear to make this haircut fall perfectly.